action.
Hi guys, I'm Reece McDougall from the Play Tennis Academy on the northern New South Wales coast. I'm here today just to show you a couple of little pointers about the backhand, the one-handed backhand. Now I'm left-handed, so I'm going to show that to you left-handed. Obviously for the right-handers, we're just going to have to change that to the other side. So for the grip first, topspin backhand we're going to look at. Just want to see that knuckle somewhere up on the top up here. Look, there's varying degrees. From here, the further you go up, the more chance you're going to have of being able to put topspin on the ball. So it really depends on what you want to achieve. So we don't want to go too far because then it becomes really difficult to hit power through the shot. So if we can get that top knuckle, I aim for this top knuckle to be sitting somewhere on the top of that racket there. If we look along that line there, if we can get that top knuckle sitting on top. Careful we don't want our hand too straight either, so we're just going to have that little bit of angle, top knuckle sitting on the top there. Okay, now from there that's going to help us get the top spin. What we want to do now for positioning ourselves is use your spare hand, in my case it's the right hand, to try and drag the racket back or pull the racket back. Now my two tips here, right hand to pull it back, and this back of the shoulder here pointing towards the ball as it's coming towards you. Those two things working together, so right hand to help take the racket back and the shoulder pointing at the ball as it's coming towards you, are going to really help your backhand. Okay, now we've got different heights. The heights are going to be up and down, so depending on the ball height, obviously we have to move to the ball, get in position. Now ideally what we want to be able to do is step down the court, shoulders here, we're ready. This hand's still on the racket, and from there going to drop below the ball and work right up nice and high with a nice high follow through here. My spare hand's gone back, my racket's finished up nice and high. Obviously to create that top spin on the ball, I need the racket to be coming from low to high up the back of that ball. Spare hand out there, shoulder turn. So the two basic things, early preparation here, get the shoulder around. I can still move in this position the last few steps. Bang, I'm ready to hit the ball. Shoulder round, drag it back, get in position, play the shot. The more topspin you want to get on the ball, the more you need to brush up the back of that ball. Okay, so we're trying to go from low to high. We've got our grip for topspin. Drop the racket below the ball, brush up nice and sharp, and really relax that racket off at the end. My wrist just relaxes off here. I'm trying not to really keep that nice and stiff here at the end. I want to try and just relax that off at the top here. So that way, on contact here, I can actually put a bit more spin on the ball as well, if I can just keep that nice and relaxed through the shot. There's a couple of tips. The two most important things, I think. Use your spare hand to help take the racket back. A lot of players take that racket back with one hand here. A lot of the club players, so we need to try and really get that use of this spare hand here to help take it back and help turn the shoulder. Once you've got this position here, realistically I can hit this ball from an open stance backhand if I need to. I'm in the position, my feet are open here, I can still hit a backhand if I want to. Okay, to create more power though, it's going to be better for me to step forward, down the court there, shoulder turn, nice racket speed through the ball. There's two main things that we're going to try and work on. So if you're one of those players that just takes their racket back without the other hand and doesn't know what to do with that hand, put it on the throat, take it back. Just practice that movement. Taking that racket back, practice that movement. The other thing your spare hand is going to be able to do is to help change the grips when you go from a forehand to a backhand. So those players that do a one-handed backhand and don't use their spare hand have to juggle a racket around like this in their hand to change from a forehand to a